Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Janssen returns to RHOC and claims Shannon Beador has an interesting relationship with the truth. It was only a matter of time before Janssen pulled up a seat to answer questions for a Real Housewives of Orange County confessional. But we have to admit, the timing of this one was impeccable because Alexis and him have been so adamant that he doesn't want to be on screen. Thursday's new episode of the long-running reality hit found producers giving John a platform to air his side of events as the legal drama with Shannon Beador intensifies. John pointed out off the bat that he didn't want to take legal action, but felt that his hands were tied because he was days away from crossing the statute of limitations on being able to do anything legally. The producer asking the questions wanted confirmation that Shannon was under the impression that the money he gave her was a loan. "She 100% knows these are loans," he responded. "I have proof of that," John affirmed, claiming that Shannon sent him an email in which she admitted as much. Comments about these being gifts are patently false, and Shannon has an interesting relationship with the truth, he concluded with Alexis by his side. Janssen hints Shannon is a liar. John's presence on screen is a significant shift because Alexis had previously claimed her fiancé wouldn't get any camera time, despite a mid-season trailer teasing Shannon storming out of a cast event after he showed up. If we're reading between the lines here, producers wanted John on the show to balance out the drama, which must be difficult when you consider how viewers have firmly been on Shannon's side the entire season. John's participation in a scene to get his point across seems like a last-ditch effort to reason with fans. Unfortunately, it seems like the damage is already done because Alexis has been bringing information about Shannon to the show this season, such as video footage of the night of her rival's arrest. Alexis hasn't done herself any favors. Alexis claimed that Shannon almost knocked down John's daughter, which is a damaging allegation that sent Shannon into a tailspin when she got wind of it during a cast trip. There's no telling where this drama will end, but there may not be a resolution if Alexis elects to bail on the reunion, assuming she even makes the cut for an appearance. Friends of the housewives typically make appearances at the reunions, so we're inclined to believe that Alexis will be asked, but she may choose to cut and run if she has no plans to return to the show next season. Janssen's return to the Real Housewives of Orange County came with a bang, stirring up old drama and new revelations as he set the stage for a showdown that fans couldn't have anticipated. His re-entry into the world of glittering mansions, wine-soaked dinners, and shifting allegiances was marked by a single explosive claim. Shannon Beador, his former girlfriend and longtime RHOC cast member, had an interesting relationship with the truth. The accusation, laden with ambiguity yet sharp as a dagger, sent shockwaves through the world of reality TV. For fans, it opened up a Pandora's box of questions. What did Janssen mean? Was this a mere jab at an ex-girlfriend, or did it hint at something much deeper, perhaps a long-hidden secret or a series of manipulations that the cameras had never caught? The return of Janssen was already an unexpected twist in the season, especially since his breakup with Shannon had been such a pivotal point in her storyline. Their relationship had once seemed like the calm after the storm for Shannon, a beacon of hope after her painful and public divorce from David Beador. But like so many love stories in the OC, it was doomed to unravel under the weight of the very lifestyle it was born into. An unrelenting world of cameras, lavish parties, and ceaseless gossip. Fans had watched as Shannon, always raw and emotional on screen, had clung to her relationship with Janssen, presenting it as her happy ending. So when the two split, it was a shock, but one that seemed on the surface to end with mutual respect. Janssen had stayed away from the limelight, and Shannon had soldiered on, bringing her characteristic blend of vulnerability, humor, and volatility to the show. But now, with Janssen back, it seemed the past wasn't as neatly tied up as Shannon, or anyone else, had thought. When Janssen made the comment about Shannon's relationship with the truth, it was as if he cracked open a door that Shannon had desperately been trying to keep closed. The implications were tantalizing. Was he referring to their breakup? To how she'd portrayed their relationship on the show? Or, more intriguingly, was he suggesting that there were things Shannon had lied about not just to him, but to the world? The other housewives, always hungry for new drama and eager to divert attention away from their own messy lives, quickly latched onto the statement. Heather Dubrow, always the one to see through cracks in facades, raised her eyebrows and leaned in, clearly interested in what Janssen had to reveal. Tamra Judge, never one to shy away from a fight, egged him on, asking pointed questions and stirring the pot in her classic fashion. Even Gina and Emily, often on the sidelines of the bigger conflicts, couldn't help but wonder what skeletons Shannon might have lurking in her closet. But for Shannon, the accusation was more than just another layer of drama. It struck at the very heart of who she was. Throughout her time on RHOC, Shannon had prided herself on her authenticity. Yes, she had her meltdowns, her moments of paranoia, her dramatic fights and tears, but she was always real, always transparent about her feelings, her struggles, her journey through divorce, motherhood, and self-discovery. If there was one thing Shannon Beador had always sold herself as, it was real. So for John to suggest otherwise was a blow she could hardly have anticipated. The cameras zoomed in on Shannon's face as Janssen dropped his verbal bombshell. Her expression, a mixture of shock, anger, and fear, told the story before she even said a word. She quickly went on the defensive, her voice rising in pitch as she protested that she had always been honest, that John was simply twisting the narrative to make himself look better. But the seed of doubt had already been planted, in the minds of her castmates, the viewers, and maybe even in Shannon's own mind. As the episode progressed, Shannon's discomfort became palpable. She tried to laugh off Janssen's comment, but it lingered in the air like a bad smell. The other women kept circling back to it, prodding and poking, trying to get more out of Janssen. What exactly did he mean? Was he talking about their relationship, or was there something bigger, something Shannon had been hiding from everyone? The beauty of Janssen's remark lay in its vagueness. By calling out Shannon's interesting relationship with the truth, he didn't accuse her of any one lie. He simply opened up a space for doubt, for speculation. And in the world of reality TV, where perception is everything and truth is often twisted for the sake of drama, that was all he needed to do. For Shannon, the fallout was immediate. The rumor mill started turning at lightning speed, with fans on social media dissecting every word, every past interaction between the two, every moment of Shannon's time on RHOC, trying to figure out where the cracks in her story might be. Some sided with her, believing that Janssen was just another bitter ex trying to drag a woman down. Others, however, began to question how much of Shannon's on-screen persona was truly real, and how much of it was carefully curated for the cameras. As the season wore on, Janssen's words became a shadow that Shannon couldn't shake. Every argument she had, every time she told her side of a story, there was always that lingering question: was she being honest? Was this another version of the truth that only made sense in Shannon's world? And in a show where trust is already a fragile thing, that doubt was enough to shift the dynamics of the group. For John Janssen, his return to RHOC was brief but impactful. He didn't need to stick around and throw drink glasses or get into screaming matches to make his mark. With just one comment, he turned the spotlight back onto Shannon in a way that was far more damaging than any dramatic blowout could have been. In the end, whether or not Shannon Beador has an interesting relationship with the truth may not even matter. What matters is that now, thanks to Janssen's subtle but scathing remark, everyone is wondering, and in the world of reality TV, that's all it takes to change everything.